is all disabled. Okay, that was... We should be good to go now.
Alrighty, here, welcome everybody, and I hope you all is getting hype for this match. I know I am. First game of the play-ins, and I am excited to see Riot take on UNew Varsity. Of course, I am 413 Suspect. Joining me on this bench right now is 413 Hawkshaw. Hawkshaw, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling very excited. This is the first game of the play-ins. We got UNew Varsity versus 413 Riot to start off our play-ins, and from there it's just going to go up and up and up throughout the week up until we get into our final four brackets. So I expect to see a lot of great close games throughout the playoffs.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about these two teams. They have had quite the struggle in the regular season so far, and now they have made the playoffs. So all their struggles have paid off. They're in here, they're ready to go, they're fired up, and Riot just came off of a not a bad loss to WVU in the regular season. So let's take a look at our standings here. Take a look at where UNew Varsity versus Riot stands right now, Hawkshaw.
Yeah, so again, the 7 and 8 spots, which was the minimum requirement needed to make the playoffs. That number 8 spot, Riot, they managed to make it. A couple weeks ago, they had that 3-0 win over Potatoes, which helped really boost their momentum and really help them gain that confidence. And they made that number 8 spot, which is absolutely huge. But that means they're gonna have one of the tougher routes throughout the play-ins, I should say, because you have to go all the way up until you that number 4 spot, up until you play that number 4 spot. And if you lose at any point during that, you're out of the tournament completely. So it's gonna be hard for them, but not impossible.
Absolutely, and of course, looking at the map differential right now between, UNew Varsity and Riot, there's a bit of a difference there, but there's not that big a difference in wins. So, that of course can make you believe that they're pretty much close and even, with the UNew Varsity just getting that little bit of an edge. But now let's talk about the playoffs. The playoffs, of course, look a little bit messy, but in all honesty, once you get the groove of it, it kind of just flows up and up the staircase. Hawkshaw, why don't you walk me through the playoffs that we have coming up?
So yeah, this is the first match, like we said, Varsity versus 413 Riot. Whoever wins that one will play Ascent tomorrow, and then whoever wins that one will play Charge of Blue. then the winner of that match will play 4-1-3 Catalyst, and then whoever wins that match will go into a Final Four bracket, involving them, the WVU Mountaineers, and then 4-3 Havoc and 4-3 Nightshade will play each other, as the second and third spots, and then from there, give me 1 second. Then from there, whoever loses the match versus Mountaineers and 4th place will go down into a 3rd place finals with whoever loses Havoc versus Nightshade. And whoever wins those 2 matches, or whoever wins, rather, versus Mountaineers and 4th place will be in the grand finals. Same for whoever wins between Havoc and 4-3 Nightshade.
Now, of course, remember the big thing to see out of this playoffs is at any point, if you lose, unless of course you're all the way to the end, but any point for Riot along this line, all the way up to that fifth match there, if they lose, they're out.
Mm-hmm.
They're done. Same goes for UNew Haven Varsity. Both teams coming in here with a lot to prove and a heavy schedule to go through here. We got a lot of teams, but let's look at the 2 teams we have coming up here. UNew Haven Varsity, they've got some epic players. They've made some epic pickups. I think they have a really good potential. That said, Riot definitely have been a maturing team, coming into themselves a little bit. So how do you feel about that, Hawkshaw? Where's your stance?
Yeah, definitely. UNew Haven Varsity, they picked up 1 or 2 new tanks, I believe. So we'll definitely be able to see how at least one of them performs in this game tonight. So I'm definitely excited to see that. And then on the side of 4-3 Riot, we've said it before, DJ has made that swap over from DPS over to the tank role, and I really feel like it's helped Riot a lot. DJ he's been playing a lot of that main tank, a lot of the Reinhardt, a lot of the Winston, and he's really been able to lead Riot to some great performances. Even if they haven't been winning all of their matches, they definitely have been performing well, I believe. And they also have a new DPS in Jay, who has also been performing well as Mimi in that support line. She's been performing well too. So over the last few weeks, a lot of good pickups from 4-3 Riot, and I think they could help them through this match today.
Absolutely. Now, speaking about one of those great pickups that you just had, let's get our first pre-match interview in here. We've got from Riot, Jay. So let's see if we can get him in here momentarily. Definitely a star DPS player that has recently been coming out and popping off in DJ Pickle's place as he moves to tank. So, Hawkshaw, take it away.
What's up, Jay? How are you doing, man?
I'm good.
That's good. That's good. So, yeah, you're one of the newer additions to the team. A new DPS. How have you been finding your role as one of the DPS players for the team, and how do you plan on carrying that through your run to the playoffs?
It's been pretty easy. You just have to communicate with your team and synergize with tanks, and off into the playoffs. I don't know. Just keep doing well with my team.
Nice. So against UNew Haven, I don't know if you personally have played against them yet, but is there any specific way you guys have prepared for this team?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. Suspect, do you have any questions for Jay?
Absolutely. Is there anything you'd like to say to UNew Haven before the match begins?
No, not really.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Jay. Good luck. Have fun. We're gonna send you back to your team. Have a great match today.
All right. Yeah. Thanks.
Not a lot of words from our pre-match interview from Riot. Maybe they're slacking a little bit. Maybe he is a man of few words. Maybe they're slacking. Maybe they don't consider UNew Haven to be a real threat here. That's just what I'm thinking. That's what I'm intuiting from the lack of whatever. I don't think so. That we got from Jay. But let's get our next pre-match interview coming into here. The UNew Haven Varsity hard carry, the Megalodon. Let's see him up here. Of course, the Megalodon, someone we know, has been making some absolutely disgusting plays in the last couple of games. Meg, how are we feeling today?
What's up, bro? I'm feeling good.
Feeling good. Feeling good. That's what I like to hear.
Feeling good.
Absolutely. Now, what kind of keys to success has UNew Haven Varsity got going into this game?
So we've made some changes to our roster. We unfortunately had to depart with some of our players just because school next year is getting busy. We've got some new players in, so we've got some unexpected things coming on our side. Some tricks up our sleeve.
Absolutely, some aces in the hole. Can't wait to see that in action. Is there any priorities that you kind of like seen within the enemy today in Nightshade or in Riot? My mistake.
We've seen what comps they've kind of favored, and we think we're gonna try and play around it. Obviously, not everything's in our control, but we're gonna do our best to try and play around it and make things work our way.
Fantastic, fantastic. Confident words from a confident man. Hawkshaw, do you have anything to say to our pre-match interview before we let him go back to his team?
So if you win this match today, you'll be going up against Ascent tomorrow night, I believe. So, have you been looking like into the future with any of these other matches, or have you just been like sort of having the mindset of focusing on the present? And where do you think it comes in?
To be honest, we've been playing it one day at a time. We've been focusing on what's in front of us before we can go past that, because we kind of got to break down this wall to get to the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
And I didn't catch the second part of that question. Your mic cut out a little bit.
Oh, so yeah, we're I don't know if it makes that much sense, but where do you think the benefit is in having that sort of mentality?
I don't know. I think it kind of keeps us motivated. That if we win, there's more to push towards. There's always a goal in front of us. It kind of gives us something to work towards.
Nice.
Absolutely, absolutely. And do you have anything you'd like to say to Riot before this game starts? But granted, of course, that Riot had nothing to say to you.
I mean, honestly, I'm not one for trash talk. I'd say the same. I just want a good game here.
Just want a good game. I'll take that. That's one up on the blank silence we got the last time. Best of luck, Meg, and I truly cannot wait to watch you guys play.
Thank you, man.
Alrighty, Hawkshaw. So we're looking into this game now, looking into the future. And I've got to say, after that pre-game interviews from both sides, it seems like Riot maybe a little, maybe not taking this as seriously as they perhaps should be, or maybe they're just not really concerned. They're ready to 3-0 stomp. That said, the Meg is laser focused, breaking through the wall that is Riot onto the next one. What's your opinion on that, Hawk?
Yeah, I think yeah, it's maybe just the fact that Jay might be a man of few words. I don't know. I haven't really talked to him that much. So, I do think just having that confidence, Riot is definitely one to have that confidence, especially with how they've been playing the last few weeks. I think they definitely do deserve that vote of confidence, especially going into this game against UNew Haven Varsity. I really think they could do some great things. So yeah. What do you think of it?
I think I'm totally in agreement with you, and I'm ready to watch our Rogue Energy predictions coming in here. Absolutely, and do remember that you can use that code 413 Esports for 10% off any of your Rogue Energy purchases coming up. Hawkshaw, my man, I gotta know, where do your predictions lie? Mr. Analyst, the big brain in the back line.
I think it's gotta be Riot, in all honesty. Yeah, again, they've just been looking so good recently. They can shake off that loss from the Mountaineers, considering how good of a team they are. And even then, even against them, there were some bright spots for 413 Riot. They did have their great moments there. And I think they could really be a threat, again, especially against these weaker teams in the lower part of the standings here. What do you think?
I'm totally inclined to agree with you. You can have a shout out to that 413 Brotherhood there. But honestly, I don't know if they're taking this seriously enough. There was a very man a few words to throw in for a pre-match interview. That's all I'm saying. I think I'm gonna lean to Riot in the end, but I'm positive it is a close game, and that is a very shaky lean towards the end of Riot.
I
think
respect
if
that.
you take it, I think it'll be a 3-2 match.
Yeah, I definitely think it could. It could definitely go either way, in all honesty. It could definitely be a close game, for sure. Yeah, we'll definitely see how it goes. I'm really excited too.
Absolutely, and of course these two teams, they're coming in here, they're hungry, they're ready to go. And I am looking forward to seeing exactly how far these two teams will go after our short intermission. Alrighty, everybody, after that short intermission, I am excited to get in here. We are going to Busan. A very great map pick for our very small map type pools in general. But Busan is an awesome map because you can see a lot of different compositions all over the place. Absolutely. And Varsity, being the higher seed team, gets first map pick. So, of course, a little advantage there because, you know, you win this one, you lose the next one, you win the one after that, and you'll win 3-2 in the end no matter what. If you go that way. And of course, it's a problem that Riot's going to be facing all the way through the season. That said, Hawkshot, talk to me about Busan.
We've always seen a lot of different compositions throughout or on Busan from different teams. And from the side of 4-3 Riot, we've seen a lot of like the usual stuff. The brawl on Mecha Base, and then they go to that double bubble on downtown, if I'm not mistaken. So I think they'll be opting to run that. As for UNew Haven Varsity, I'm interested to see what they do with this new tank pickup. They also have Halen on tank, I believe. So, and he's normally in that DPS role. So I'm interested to see where that leads to as well. We're on Sanctuary, where you could really run a lot of different things. We've seen the brawl. I've seen a little bit of like some poke comps as well. What's your opinion on this?
Absolutely, you know me. I love the brawl. Poke comps, all in for it. I like to watch DPS pop off all day long, and of course we have some DPS in here that could absolutely do that. So I'm very excited to see whatever these teams roll out with, which do seem to be completely two different methodologies.
Yeah, it's Riot once again. Opting for the double bubble on the Sanctuary stage. Icy is on the Pharah, and from what we've seen over the last few weeks, Icy has been insane on this Pharah pick. Especially when they went against Potatoes, they just could not do anything about Icy on the Pharah. So I'm excited to see where it leads to. Last time though against the Mountaineers, they did end up getting pretty countered. But then again, this is a different team. This is a whole different story. So we'll see where this leads to. We're seeing the brawl comp on the side of UNew Haven Varsity.
Yeah, absolutely. And the initial poke is coming out from either side right now, and of course poke favors the double bubble, but the brawl has claimed this tiny area, and the monkey is on the back line with the Tracer trying to coordinate a dive. The hen is getting very low in the back line, my apologies. And Icy's just spamming in a lot of rockets here as point cap starts to go over to the side of Riot. It'll be interesting to see how quickly this rotation can be made. Of course, that Sig barrier providing that extra bit of shielding. The anti goes in through. The Halen is low and injured. The Meg almost gives his life to peel him away, and Rasty Grant is getting a lot of charge out. Icy 71 to this barrage already, and Genghis Khan is the first one to go down. Halen swings through, takes that DJ Pickle, evens it out a little bit, and the point cap is starting to go back the way of UNew Haven Varsity. Great plays all around so far. A very slow, methodical push from Riot, but in ending, they lose the cap. Of course, that's probably the best way to go when you lose your main tank. DJ Pickle going down is kind of the ending of that. Icy picks off Gumbaya in the end. Jay picks off Halen. Both tanks down. There's a reopening here as Mimi takes out the Hen. Absolutely amazing play. DJ Pickle, immediate regress right out of spawn. And now it's just stalling Lucio out of G-Cons. I don't know if he'll be able to do it for very long.
Yeah, yeah, DJ did overextend quite a bit. I think went out of Mimi's LOS, which was unfortunate, but Riot, they were just able to turn it right back in their favor. It was, I believe it was that pick onto Gumbayum from Icy, and then Jay with the pulse bomb, which was really quickly built to pick off another. And then from there, it was just in Riot's favor. And now they have ultimates to work with. They could potentially go for a nano barrage here. That's something I would like to see here.
Yeah, there's the barrage right out of the bat. Takes out the Hen, but a Megalodon answers quickly on a Mimi. That nano's out of the fight right now, and that's a huge beat and a Mayald. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of ultimates invested already, and I think that fight's going to go one way for sure. Rasky Grant already down the point. Flip has gone through. And now Haven just has to sustain. Jay's in your backline though. That is a menace on the field for sure as Genghis Khan eats it again. Halen is not looking very healthy. Icy's struggling for that final pick, but the Meg, an anti-air icicle. Jay picks off Halen though in the end. Gamium has finally shut down the menace in the backline, and the res comes through. The Hen, however, gets that high noon. DJ Pickle is nanoed, but he's 2 HP. He can't do very much with that. Icy's taking a lot of fire right now. This man just has no room to live. And it looks like the backline for Varsity are managing to sustain this well enough against the onslaught that is Riot. Just throwing bodies at them right now. And this fight is going harsh as Halen is back on the fight and taking off a lot of space. That's a big shatter. Lays out Rasky Grant and DJ Pickle. The pin comes through and lands them out. What a great play from Halen. Genghis Khan is there with the follow-up. That's the bloodthirsty support we like to see as Jay eats an icicle and the Meg. Well, the Meg is the Meg. What can you say?
Yeah, it was a very prolonged fight there, but it was just always in favor of UNew Haven. They just had the ultimates to use, or to work with, I should say. And now they're at 80%. They stalled that for so long and ended up winning that fight. Now they're going to use that Matrix, and they still have a Blizzard online, too.
That's an Evil first pick from the Hen, absolutely popping off, showing off his skills and prowess as the Meg takes out Jay with a headshot. Oh my god, the boop into headshot. I would be malding if I was Jay right now, and it looks like DJ Pickle's just gonna fall right after that. There's an alt economy, there's
he dies with
aggression. Great grab, but nothing to follow up. There's just a lone fire barrage on point to stall it out, and Icy's gonna die to himself when the D.Va rams into his face. That's just gonna be 99% to 30% right now. Oh, the stall does make it. Jay is on the point. He's determined to put this team on his back, but the Mayal's gonna make it very hard for him to do that. He LOSs it well, while still being able to maintain. Rasky Rant's back on that ball. Absolute mad lad swinging around the point. DJ Pickle's not gonna live very long though. The D.Va is in your backline. Mimi takes it, eats the dust, and Hale is just swinging it like a mad lad. The boot comes through, almost keeps Rasky Rant on and off to C9. Jay, Icy's back, but it's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, he can't stay on the point. Yeah, that was somewhat one-sided in favor of UNew Haven Varsity. Riot did end up winning out that one of those initial fights, but from there, UNew Haven, they just took it back immediately. I don't really think the double bubble was just working for Riot there. Maybe they'll want to look back on that and see if they want to change anything up. So now we're gonna see the Brawl versus Brawl matchup here on Mecha Base. We've seen the Brawl from these two teams, and we know they can play it pretty well.
Absolutely, those are some crucial key differences here, though. The Zarya, the D.Va, the Reaper, his new buffs coming through versus the McCree, definitely something to see, but I'm looking out for Hale in here. He used to be the DPS carry, now he's going up against DJ Pickle. Time to show the metal, put it to the pedal, and land these kids on the ground. I want to see them shatters. The huge damage coming out early, Fire Strike, the wall goes up, and DJ Pickle is quite in the pickle. The lamp is forced. As some free swing and Rhines are coming out, the Great Wall into Halen forces him to back up and give a little shielding, but they still haven't had to use Lamp. Huge value right now. Genghis Khan being very good at sustaining this fight all on his own. The wall goes up again though, and Halen is in a very difficult position. Both tanks lose their HP buffs, and now it's just a baby D.Va to support our front line. Not going to last very long in my imagination. Jay is popping off right now. Takes two out of this fight. Still haven't capped the point yet. Genghis Khan, first one with an ultimate. I doubt he'll use it here, though.
Yeah, it was. I believe Gumba Yum went all the way onto Riot's side of that point, and yeah, onto Riot's side of that high ground, and tried to contest Jay, but he just ended up getting demeched. But UNew Haven, they just flip it right back, but that window is out, so they could just spam out through it.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of spam. Ends up taking out Genghis Khan, so now no window to reverse, and Jay has managed to pick out two. What an absolute mad lad to play. Deji and Pickle with the pin onto Halen. That's putting him in the ground. 13%, 14% ticking up. Gumbayum is going to stall for as long as they can along with the Hen, but I don't think it's going to last very long. 20% is all they're going to get. 19%, my bad.
Yep, only 19%. Riot will be able to overtake that lead in a heartbeat, and they're coming up on that Earth Shatter. They have that Deadeye. Pretty much everything except for that amplification matrix. So it's going to be a lot to walk into if you're Riot, unless you just speed right in.
Great Mail, immediately splits them all off. DJ Pickle eats the dust, and now it's a free shatter from Halen if he wants it. The Rasky Grand is relieving as quickly as he can. He used his bubbles to sustain, and now it's all gone, and he's dead. Oh, the wall almost completely kills everyone. Not quite the great plays you're expecting from the Megalodon, as Jay almost just gets a huge value from that Dead Eye. Does manage to DMAC one. Halen is not looking very healthy right now. He's trying to swing. The Hen, however, gets that pick off on Icy. Sweetbread on the backline, and a big shatter from DJ Pickle. Absolutely the clutch player you need. The Head, however, turning that back with the Blossom. This is still winnable. Jay is still on the high ground, though. What a mad lad. What a lamp. Saves Halen's life so he can reverse pin, and DJ Pickle's down. There's a shatter right now from Halen, and it could come out big. Everyone's on the point. A May ult comes in, though. Great play from Icy, last minute saving the day, but G-Cons with an even bigger last minute play to save the day. The beats are coming out. It's still in favor of Riot, though. We're at 76% and ticking up. Who's going to win this point? There's a window out again. Isn't that how they started this fight? Megalodon goes down. Icy takes out... DJ Pickle takes out Halen, though. It looks, however, like the picks are going in favor of New Haven Varsity right now.
That reminds me of playing on Legion Garden. That was an eternal stall from 4-3 Riot. They went up from what, like 40% up to 90? That's amazing for them. And they have the ultimates to work with once this Blizzard wears off that they can just steamroll right through with.
Not if Halen hits the Vatty Shatty here, though. It is time for the MTD. It is time for the landing. The grab comes out first, though. The big shot is the fight back! They lay him all up! Sustain, absolutely! DJ Pickle goes down! The window's up, so they can't really aggress very much, but that's all you needed to do! The main tank's out of the fight! What are you gonna do, son? Fire Strike's coming out of nowhere. G-Cods takes 2. What a frag, and Lucio in your back line. Oh my god, you naughty, naughty boy. Icy takes out the Meg, showing a little dominance there, but it's not going to last very long as the rest of the team spent back to spawn.
That was an incredible shatter from Halen. Landed 5 on the ground despite being in that graviton, and once that graviton just wore off, they were able to follow up. Both teams are coming up on ultimates here.
Ooh, almost gets the Fire Strike through the window off. A lot of people would have died to that one. The lamp is out from Mimi. They take this long rotation around a great wall, though. Oh, and an even bigger shadow of 4-man into the stun. What a great play from Jay and DJ Pickle. Coordination over the MTD. That said, they're going to take this back, and it's a 90% Gumbayum taking out Sweetbread at the end, but I don't think it's going to be very much. G-Cons has to make this stall work. He's got the beat to sustain, but it's not going to last very long against a full team of 5 right now.
Will G-Cons be able to touch? He has the beat. G-Cons is able to touch. He uses that beat, but the rest of the team is walled off.
Nobody gets that beat. The pin comes out. Jay has the high noon. He's walled off, though. He's not going to get any value from that anytime soon. Another shatter built by Halen, but it's not going to matter. Meg gets this Blizzard off. It could be the game winner right now, as it doesn't seem that way. We're going to another round. Riot's got it in the bag.
Yeah, Halen died with that shatter right as he built it. That is heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking for UNew Haven there. And that Blizzard from the Megalodon just wasn't enough. Riot, huge play by them, and this is a statement that they're making here as we go into this third round.
Absolutely, absolutely. Making it a competitive round. Making it look good. It looked really good for them in the start, and then it didn't, and then they took it back. But that first round is still something that matters here. If they go back to the double bubble, I think they're at a disadvantage. And it looks like UNew Haven Varsity is doing something I kind of hate, and they're doing the Overwatch League comp. There are hero bans. Reinhardt is still good, but they're going into a double bubble, so it could still work. It could still work. Don't quote me too soon. I don't think. Don't count our chickens yet, but I do think Varsity is making a mistake right now.
Yeah, the Overwatch League comp on the side of UNew Haven. But yeah, those are with hero bans, and that's why they play the Echo, right? Usually we would see like the Sombra or maybe like a Sombra Tracer or something like that. So we'll see how it goes for UNew Haven. We haven't really seen this all that much throughout this tournament. But there's a pick.
That is exactly what this comp is designed to do. It is designed to just roll through dive teams. And of course, they're playing right into it. As soon as that monkey jumps, DJ Pickle goes down, and now first cap should go to the side of UNew Haven Varsity. This comp happens to do a very good job of beating, the standard double bubble. It's just, I don't know, man. I feel like everything you can do with this comp, you can do with Brawl.
Yeah, it's just such a hyper-aggressive composition. You just want to go straight in and roll them right over. You really need to make use of those cooldowns and positioning. And you build a lot of these ultimates quickly.
DJ Pickle is absolutely willing to take that positioning away. He's like, yeah, I like to brawl too. I'll play Reinhardt. He isn't banned here, and I'm going to roll you with him. Our ASCII rank gets very low, and Icy takes out the hand. That is exactly the kind of pick. The remat kill almost gets Sweetbread. Oh my god, that's scary if you're Sweetbread. I don't want to die to that. Jay takes out the Meg in the back line. Halen is stuck and going out of mech. Halen did manage to get ASCII rank before he goes down. He takes out Sweetbread, the fragging Baby Diva, but Jay is there to stop that. Shenanigans! The Coalescence comes out from Genghis right now, and Gumbaya is just trying to sustain as DJ Pickle is getting very low and has to back off. There is a lamp on point. There is just still he has this primal if he needs to stall longer. Hen comes up big, takes out Icy. The backline is exposed, but the cap goes through. The flip is crucial. Now we're gaining a little bit. The beat comes out, and they're forced to invest more into this already very scrappy fight. There is the Brig Rally. That is exactly what you needed. Halen takes out DJ Pickle J onto the Hen. It is not looking very good. There's the grab. There is a pulse bomb if necessary. Sweetbread, however, is just going to clean it up with an OP hero. Brig, bro, can get her out of my game. She's already at 20%.
UNew Haven Varsity would already be at almost 80% if they didn't give up that if they didn't give up the point right there. So that's really unfortunate for them. And now it's 32% here for 4-1-3 Riot. And they're coming up on that Earthshatter. They have the copy. And they have that amplification matrix as well. Megalodon also has that duplicate. So we'll see who they copy here. I really think those main tanks could be great copy targets, but Icy copies that D.Va.
Absolutely helps with the dive, and Sweetbread goes down immediately. Already at 5v6, the Hen picks off Jay. That's kind of your carry right there. Icy making the loose out of this, but there is a Ryan on the field right now, and it's gonna make that bomb very hard to get value with. DJ Pickle does get that kill onto Gunby. Nobody to block the shatter now. He could come in clutch. There's the bubble to sustain him. He's at such a low HP though. Meg is circling. He wants that kill. He's ready for that kill. He deserves that kill, but he's not gonna get that kill just yet. There's the shield. It goes, and the Hen cleans it up. Genghis Khan takes out Icy. That's kind of a weird moment when the Moira outplays the Echo. Not really what you want to see. Sweetbread getting very low. That beam is ready for him as the Meg is going in. Jay in the backline right now pops off. Halen takes out Sweetbread. Halen gets the lamp though. Halen is trying to go big for his team as he always does. Jay is sustaining though. He manages to get out with his life. Has another pulse bomb built.
Yeah, and yeah, with this comp, he just needs to not let G-Cons build up that sound barrier, and maybe he could get that stick onto him, or if the Hen stays in the back, perhaps away from the rest of the team, maybe he could look for that pulse bomb onto him. So we'll see how they utilize this pulse bomb.
Yeah, a great window to separate the point right off the bat. Getting very close to this Bob though. The Hen takes out Sweetbread. That is a huge play. This new player already making waves. There's the Bob. No shadow use from DJ Pickle. Rasky Grant uses the grab but gets no value. And when Jay goes for the pulse, he gets denied. The Bob is huge. We're at 90% ticking up.
That's absolutely huge for UNew Haven Varsity. Halen gonna go reset as fast heroes are gonna come out from 4th ramp, but I don't think anyone's gonna be able to touch.
But I don't think it's gonna matter.
Nope. UNew Haven Varsity takes the first map.
What a good map.
Yeah, if that's any indicator of how the rest of this match will go, this will be a good one.
Absolutely, back and forth at all turns. As long as they keep picking dive maps, their dive is just looking better. They look like they're doing a better job, more coordinated against the opposing team. Whereas, you know, the same can be said for the brawl maps. Varsity just seemed to have such a good hold on that when they were playing it.
Yeah. So yeah, a bit of a heartbreaker for 4-3 Riot there, especially when a lot of things went into their advantage.
Put on house.
But we'll see what they pick for that second map. They did look really good on that brawl, in my opinion. So I think if I'm Riot, I should maybe pick King's Row. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we need to see Kings. I think the fans want to see Kings. Who doesn't want to see Kings Row? With the MTDs and the massive shatters coming out from Halen, DJ Pickle, all around right now. I can't wait.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go into a short intermission, and we'll see what comes out from these two teams, and we'll see what the map pick is. We'll be right back.
Let's go, everybody. Let's get hype in here. It is playoff time. Let's go. We are up 1-0 for UNew Haven Varsity, but things have not all looked that good yet as we are going to Kings Row, a map that I think personally favors Riot based on what we saw from the Brawl composition. How are you feeling, Hawkshaw?
Yeah, they definitely in that map they took on Busan, they were playing that Brawl comp. So I really think this is the best option for them when it comes to picking the hybrid maps. There's only Kings Row, Blizzard World, and Nimbani in this map pool for this tournament. So I really think this could be a wise choice for 4-1-3 Riot, and it could pay off for them.
Of course, that said, we've seen some teams like, for instance, Ascent has been running a lot of dive on Kings Row. So that Kings Row, not exactly a set in stone kind of map. Of course, Overwatch League playing a lot of double shield in it right now, and here we're playing a lot of brawl, but there is some dive here and there. So nothing set in stone, but Kings Row. What are the standards, Hawkshaw? What are you expecting to see?
Definitely the brawl from 4-3 Riot. As for UNew Haven Varsity, we've seen a lot of things from them. A while back, or like earlier on in the tournament, they ran this like Ball Sigma composition on different maps like Oasis and Blizzard World. But I don't think they'll bring that out here. Maybe they'll just do what Riot's doing and just go with that signature Brawl comp. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they pull out here. Halen on the Rhine, definitely something we haven't really seen before.
Already making waves though, you can't deny.
Yeah.
You cannot deny. DJ Pickle has already been boomed. I can't wait to see if he can pull it back in this map. That said, the Megalodon versus Icy, I feel like the Megs win in that duel as well. So it's all coming down to Jay and the Hen. Who can keep it up here?
Yep. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, for sure. We're just gonna make sure the two teams are ready real quick.
Of course, and while they are ready, we can talk about the support lines because that is like the core of what we've been doing so far. And as we talk about as we talk about the support lines, we have a substitution coming in. Baritone coming in for Sweetbread. Something I think that makes a lot of sense here. Baritone, known to play more of that Lucio. Well, we see Sweetbread playing a little bit more about like a little more variety. We watch him pop off on the Brig and on other heroes. What are your thoughts on that, Hawkshaw?
Yeah, I think this is a good swap. We like you said, we see Baritone play a lot of that sort of aggressive Lucio that could be favored in these aggressive Brawl compositions. So I really think this is a good swap to make here, and we'll see if it pays off. Jay on the McCree as well. I really think that was working well for 4-1-3 Riot. He was just finding so many picks, going on these different angles with Deadeyes as well, and it was working out for them. He was doing really well at finding those picks. I wouldn't be surprised to see Icy on the Pharah here. We've seen it before, even on this map. So I think we could definitely see that here as well. And we'll need to see how UNew Haven plays around that, because they did say, hey, maybe we're gonna expect it, because or rather they didn't say anything specific, but they looked into what Riot has been playing. But it looks like so far, assuming they're not trolling us, that we're gonna see Icy back on that Mei.
Yeah, he likes to troll those. Don't pay too much attention to that one. From what we see right now, though, it looks like a full mirror match. Trolling. I doubt we'll see the Moira, dude. Nice try. I'm not falling for it this time. I may be susceptible. It may happen from time to time, but I'm not falling for it this time. I think we're going to see a full brawl coming out. Both sides has a Zarya as well, so a lot of impact, a lot of damage, fast engages, no sustain, and of course no ults eaten, so it's free grabs, free Mei ults all day long. I can't wait.
Yep, the full mirror match. Here it is. Icy on the Mei, the Bap Lucio, McCree Mei, and the Rhine Zarya as well. I think last time around we saw Grant, back on the Zarya. One of his signature heroes, I'll say.
Early wall comes out from Icy, not quite finding what they need, and a much better wall from... Oh, but the pick goes on to Halen. That's crazy. The Meg had a better wall there, but Halen still gives his life. I said DJ Pickle not looking too good. A great wall, however, from Icy this time, separating the Meg completely as Rescue Grant just closes in and destroys that kill. The Hen is trying to escape with his life, and Rescue Grant's going to let it happen as the cap goes through on first fight. That's an absolutely absorbent time pool for Riot right now. Oh, and they're aggressing. They're pushing into it. They're not giving it even a second of recuperation. These BAP the windows are coming up very fast, though. Genghis Khan about to have his Mimi as well. However, Baritone is 50% ahead of G-Cons right now. Huge difference right there in the off supports. So it'll be interesting to see how this fight gets taken. There's a great window and a great wall. Both teams kind of in a mute point of it engaged, but the Hen picked off Rescue Grant a little bit too aggressive in position. And DJ Pickle getting very low. Genghis Khan is able to clean that one up. As the wall comes out, though, maybe Halen's too far in, but I don't think there's anyone to capitalize on. Hen is going to finish off Icy. What are you feeling right now, Hawkshot? Because I got jitters.
I think that window was that window was misplaced from Genghis Khan. It was like right in front of. It was like right in the Riot team, but they still managed to make it work. But they did win that fight, and now they'll be able to hold as a full 6. But under these arches, so this is good for or rather UNew Haven Varsity, but Riot has like 6 ultimates here.
Great play though, using the mailed first, using the grab first, losing out though. They're mailed on either side. Oh, but the beat is going to sustain. What a big mail, though. If they can clean up any of those kills, I don't think they will be able to. Everyone sustains, but they use the beat. G-Cons invest.
Another window.
From Genghis. A second window from Genghis in the same 2 fights. Am I losing my mind? Gumbaya goes down, though. I think both those support ults perhaps could have been saved for a different rainy day. That rainy day was already significantly won by the side of Riot.
Yeah, it was a valiant effort, but it just didn't work out for UNew Haven Varsity. Genghis Khan might be winning that window back. Credit to him, though, for building it really quickly. And Riot only had to use 3 of their ultimates. They still have 3 more to work with, and they're over halfway done with this Streets phase, so this is looking really good for them, especially with only a little under 4 minutes left.
Absolutely. Now DJ Pickle's got the Shatter in an early window, though. Gonna put a lot of pressure. The wall goes up, goes back down. Shatter comes in, gets 2, almost gets more, but not quite. The Megalodon takes out Icy, and the trades are going back and forth. 1-to-1 each side. DJ Pickle finally takes out Halen, though. He is not looking very healthy. The great wall splits off some of the team, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. They're closing in. DJ Pickle's not looking very healthy. Jay takes out the Meg, though, and that is the kind of pick you need to secure this. That is the clutch we are looking for out of Jay.
Yep, and yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be able to recontest here. Yeah, they're just going to have to back up and reset. This is going to be a big time bank for 4-3 Riot. 4 minutes and 45 on the clock. That's huge for 4-3 Riot here. And they still have that Deadeye, and coming up on the grab and the beat.
Once again, we're coming up on beat, though. Baritone is going to be much closer to that than G-Cons. Like, already way ahead. Megalodon, however, is going to have that mailed almost around the same time, if not a little bit lagging behind. Jay takes off Genghis Khan. This fight's basically already over. You can't really fight this with your main support. Great beat from Baritone to just seal this deal out. I don't know about the High Noon. Probably just looking for the glory kills right now. G-Cons goes down to it. But now we have the grab. We're close to Icy's mail. Not going to quite have it in time, though, whereas Gumbaya has this grab. Megalodon has this mailed, and the Hen has their High Noon. They have everything they need to hold this for at least 1 fight.
Whoever presses Qs wins this fight. Both Qs come out from both sides.
Great mail, though, into the grab, sustaining that team, denying the pressure on their own Graviton, and freezing up for those kills. Rasky Grant's going off the map real quick. And it's just going to be cleanup as Jay is looking to save his life, but the Meg says, nope, get iced.
Good pick from the Megalodon. Still 3.5 minutes left for Riot, so not the worst in the world outcome for them losing that fight. They do have the Blizzard, and they're almost at that amplification matrix, and both Rens, I think, will be able to get their shatters in the mid-fight. Same with the supporters on the side of UNew Haven Varsity. So we're seeing where this goes. Haven is walled off, though.
But yeah, both teams in a wall. It's a very interesting triangle peak. Icy hits a fat mail, though. That's 4 or 5 players in it. The 2 players immediately fall. The Meg's going to try and stall this point out for a little bit and will be able to, but the rest of the team's just going to get cleaned up right now, as there's going to be lots of shots fired. The beat comes out, only getting 2. Another questionable beat from G-Cons. I don't know if that's the play here, but they're going to go for it. Gumbaya goes down. That beat is not enough to sustain. There's the window up, and Halen is playing in the Immortality field, but it's going to go down as Jay picks off G-Cons. A great shatter, lays out 2, but it's not going to be quite enough, as there's just more people alive from the side of Riot. DJ Pickle lays out that shatter just for good measure. The Hen is in there trying to cause a disturbance, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The stall is being fantastic right now. G-Cons is on. Halen rotating in as G-Cons dies. The slam from the Doomfist looking for that single kill, and he finds it. The Meg finds that single kill he's looking for, and Halen's just spinning to win right now. Meg goes down, but he will be in the fight again before Baritone can get back. Tracer's in here now. The Hen is in the backline, and now they have a much better chance. This dive is going very well as Mimi gets very low.
Oh my
G-Cons get the boot on DJ Pickle. Mimi goes down. Icy's looking very low. Jay goes down too. This dive stall hybrid kind of is amazing, and the boop off the map. Meg punches Icy, says, "Get out of my video game and go back to the spawn room where you belong."
How long did Halen stay on that point for? Just spinning to win. That felt like it was way too long, and it was long enough for UNew Haven to get the rest of their respawns back, and now it's only a minute and a half left for 4-3 Riot here. You do have the grab freeze combo though, so this could still be winnable for 4-3 Riot. Yeah.
Grab freeze beat. I don't know what more you could ask for, but the Meg, he's got to go big here. It's punch time.
That's big.
He picks up the Hen. That's not exactly what you wanted to see though. That is not the clutch time we need to know. That the pulse bomb is close, but it's not going to come in time. There's the mail.
Oh no.
Icy got his mail eaten. He just lobbed it from downtown and did not get the value required. And DJ Pickle's going big on the front line though. The beat is there to sustain. Baritone is not intent on losing this today. The Meg is in the air. He's looking to drop. Icy eats it. Megalodon takes him out again. DJ Pickle is still fragging though. That's a 4K in this fight so far just for him. Baritone Boop's gang is going up the map. He's like, I can boop too, motherfucker. Ah! And DJ Pickle is still popping. There's another high noon from Jay. That is exactly what you need to take Halen off this map. G-Cons is going to stall. The pulse bomb is in. Takes out Baritone. Could be big. There's this punch from Doomfist. DJ Pickle not looking very healthy right now. Can anybody touch? They're maintaining the stall. It's 40 seconds now. There's a bomb in the sky, and it's not a friendly one. It goes off the map, though. What an unfortunate placement. The remake almost gets a kill, though. DJ Pickle not looking so good. Neither is Jay. Both of them are looking kind of low. They're just trying to burn this poor Reinhardt. He just wants to play the video game. He's just going to get stunned, booped. Megalodon gets another kill. There goes DJ Pickle. Megalodon's down, though. Is it going to be enough? There's a Baby Diva stalling up the point. How can that be possible? I don't know. The immortality is going to sustain Hen as they continue to stall. Jay gets another kill there. 12 seconds there. If they can stall another second. Nope.
That was a 2 CP level stall. That was a 2 CP level stall.
Absolutely agreed.
That's definitely not the worst outcome in the world for UNew Haven Varsity, given Riot had 4.5 minutes to go through that last point, and you bring them down to 11 seconds. They do cap all 3, but again, that's a very, very beatable time bank. So UNew Haven Varsity, I think they could definitely make something work here. If they just get a good attack, then this could turn in their favor here. What do you think we'll see from these two teams here?
I think we see the brawl again. I don't think they're gonna change off. I don't know. If Varsity went dive here, I wouldn't hate it, but I don't think they will. The Hen, I don't know. I feel like this person is losing out in this McCree duel, but winning every time they're on Ashe. I feel like they're just like a popping on Ashe right now. So maybe the long range hit scan is just gonna serve you better. Maybe you take a longer angle here, let your Widow take an obnoxious angle, and just kind of like force them down, or we see a Gladiators rotation. I wouldn't mind that. You know, the old ring around Rosie for the great debate. But I doubt we'll see anything that fantastic happening on. Icy's looking for this early wall. I'm not really a fan of it. What do you feel, Hawkshaw?
Yeah, we see some teams hold around this building. We see other teams hold around the statue. Personally, I think like the statue could be really good, but really it just depends on what you like best. And this could be good for playing out of the LOS of Hen, but you just need to be careful to not get pushed. And it looks like UNew Haven Varsity is just going to bypass that choke entirely, whereas the Hen is just going to sit back, relax, and try and look for these picks.
Great wall, but no ability to engage. They have to cross that Widow sights if they wanted to do that, and the Hen's just going to have free sightlines. A great pin into wall on DJ Pickle. He's not lasting very long. The window's just not enough to sustain him. They waltz for sustain to try and back their team away, and they are going to do so successfully, so they will get another fight. Going to have to give a tick for it, though. Ticking coming up. DJ Pickle's going to be back in the fight. He takes the long rotation. He doesn't hit that Ryan rollout. He'll be a little extra second longer. They engage without him. They are already on this point. Icy's looking very unhealthy. Almost gets freeze. Rasky Grant has to go in. A big fire strike, though. Genghis Khan is out of the fight. pin from Halen, maybe questionable, putting him in a bad position. Rasmusen's going to clean that up quickly, and they're going to come back after 2 ticks given and sustain this point. The Hen is over on the Ashe now.
Yeah, we saw the Ashe earlier on Busan, I believe, and that worked out in UNew Haven's favor. So I wouldn't hate to see it, but you don't really have that McCree where who can stay up in the front. But when you're running that Ashe, you have a lot of long range potential, and you can take those nasty angles, build up that Bob quickly for the 7th man. So it could work. We'll see how it goes.
Halen, big MTD, shatter time. Gonna lay out DJ Pickle for the 2nd time now. Oh, early wall, but the Meg is cut off. I don't think anyone realizes, though. The Meg has to use his wall. He does get caught out. Rasky Grant goes into the wall. Maybe a risky maneuver. They're kind of playing all over the place.
Oh my god.
McCree's on the flank. What an eat! Jay takes out the Hen. The McCree flanking is absolutely popping right now, but the Meg equalizes. Big shatter from Halen, lays out a couple, putting them on the ground. Jay, however, is relentless. He is in the back line, getting the value required. The bomb not going to be enough to sustain this fight. Oh, and maybe a waste on High Noon. Jay, my man, you need to calm down, dude. No more ults, dude. That's a couple times though that Jay has used High Noon in a very already won fights. Debatable if that's really the right play. Now they only have May ult and beat, and I hate to say it, but the last May ult didn't go good. Let's see if Gumbaya can do it again.
Yeah, it's like when you're playing comp or something, and your team says no more ults, but you end up using another just out of nowhere. Been unlucky there for Riot.
Great window, forces the Mail all out just to sustain, and the lamp apparently. I don't know about that one, that sounds a little questionable. But Jay's in your backline. Jay did it again. How can you let that keep happening? The beat comes out to engage. There is a reverse beat and a Mail coming out. DJ Pickle takes out the Meg, and that's going to be exactly what you need here. Jay takes out another one. 2 ults invested. The only 2 ults that they had were invested into that already kind of one fight after the Hen went down. Jay, however, 75% up to another High Noon. I swear that ultimate bid so fastly sometimes. It doesn't even matter if they threw it away. Now they're down to the last minute.
Yeah, and DJ is just a little bit ahead in that Earth Shadow charge. So we'll see how that comes into play. But the Megalodon has this Blizzard, and the Hen is almost at that Bob, 91%. And there comes the Blizzard.
Great Blizzard. It gives us life for it, but the Blizzard's going to come out, clear off that point almost completely. Icy's in a rough spot right now as J-Cons goes down again to Jay. The great Bob's going to sustain on the point, run right into that Reinhardt, and the wall goes up. Mimi almost dies to the Bob. Great plays right now as Icy gets split off, and Bob might be the key to winning this. After all this time, the grab comes out. G-Cons, however, kills Rasky Grant, and Jay is dueling Megalodon in the back line. He gets 2, but he's frozen and dies. The Meg goes big. It's DJ Pickle. Oh, he gets laid out by the center. What a play. Halen coming in here with the MTT. It's just the supports left. He's swinging and swinging. Baritone cannot sustain it alone. Mimi's trying to get out, but the freeze is so depressing to play into. Rasky Grant's back on the ball. They're looking to stall out for first point. The 3rd tick hasn't gone through, but there it is.
Yep, finally UNew Haven Varsity ends up breaking through that first point, but it wasn't easy for them at all. So now, bit of a scuffed comp here now for 4-3 Riot. With that ball and the tracer in the mix.
Stays on the ball. I don't know if I like that very much. We're coming off on that Mail. They could just steamroll this whole point. And the bomb, there's nothing to stop it but the Rhine Shield.
He's going back to switch now. Probably should have made that decision. Yeah, he should have made that decision like 5 seconds ago at least.
No way do they not cap the 2nd point right now just for that.
Yeah, look at how aggressively UNew Haven are pushing up. Or they're just pushing up to this light post and by this entrance to 3rd. Yeah, this is good for them.
Yeet that Mail. Yeet it. Jay's in your backline, but he's on the tracer. He's not going to do as much damage as he did last time. Just yeet it. There's the bomb. Great bomb coming out from Gumbaya, and the freeze comes in just in time. DJ Pickle eats it because of that. Jay is still in your backline. The window's out, though. Gumbaya takes out Mimi. That's not going to be enough to sustain, even with the Immortality Lamp around them. Genghis Khan has this window if they really need it, but I don't think they will. Jay is just on top of you, building this pulse bomb at rapid speeds, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's going to... Oh, Baritone's contesting. Can anyone displace a Lucio? Maybe? Kind of? Is he going to... Wow, that's slippery, dude. If he gets out of that, that is slippery.
Oh, he almost did.
The Hen finally catches him on his way out, and they're capping that point. Like I said, I think Rasky Grant kind of just gave up that 2nd point hold, like any attempt at it, really. He was just late to the final spot there. DJ Pickle has the shatter, but Halen's almost to another one. He's going to lap him. Both teams have beat. What do you do here, Hawk?
Well, I think as we usually see in Brawl,
head
you don't
did
get
not
picked.
roll the J. That don't let that happen. Big window comes out. Wall to stop it on its own. DJ Pickle gone. The pin comes through. Halen's aggressive. He's ready to feast on Riot as they push this the rest of the way in. Mimi's kind of hit. Can anyone see Mimi? Oh, they find Mimi.
Oh, she gets spotted out.
Oh,
Unlucky.
got
That's a very late pick though. That's not good for Riot. You're not gonna have your BAP for these last few moments of the fight.
Oh,
but the shatter.
Big shatter. But the eat in the high noon. There's no mail. There is a grab. There is a bomb, and the bomb is gonna clear the point perfectly as Halen's just swinging away, and Jay's not gonna do much. What are you gonna do, Jay? That's what I thought.
Yeah. So that's how many 1, 2, 3 ultimates Gumba has eaten so far?
And it comes down to that conversation we had immediately off the top, right? No ability to numb those ultimates. As soon as the D.Va's in the play, everyone has to play a lot smarter. You can't just yeet that mail. The Meg has free mails. He gets to not only build them for free, but also land them for free. Hawkshot, talk to me about this. What has to change if you're Riot?
Well, you really need to be careful with this D.Va. Like, because like Gumba's already eaten like 3 ultimates or something throughout this map. And I kind of feel like that's just Riot being a little bit reckless. And especially like at the end there, they just weren't coordinated throughout their streets phase on their defense, and it just led to them getting snowballed. That's why freaking UNew Haven has 2:19 left on the clock, whereas Riot only has 1 minute. So now Gumba is gonna go back onto the D.Va versus Grant on the Zarya. I really feel like if you're playing this Zarya, you just need to play a lot more aggressively, because all you have is those 2 bubbles, whereas you just have so much more when you're playing that D.Va.
Absolutely. D.Va's sustain and ability to just remove ultimates from the game is so huge. That said, the damage isn't the same. So if they play aggressively, if they play their game, they play harsh, they play strong, they play fast, I think they're a better brawl team through and through than their opposition right now. But I could live to be proven wrong. An early mail wall comes out from Icy, not quite finding the value, neither does the Megs. So now they're even on the resource trade right now. Ryan's shield is absolutely gone though. DJ Pickle gets swung on. Halen's so aggressive. What a great play, but gives his life for it. No support on that play. Mimi's able to take it out, and Rascurant's just going to clean up with that absolutely, utterly insane amount of damage. Rascurant's just going to burn through this team. Genghis Khan's not looking very healthy, and there goes the G-Cons as another cap on first point's going to go through. History repeats itself.
Yep. Yeah, Grant just got that finishing blow. Blazer down 2 people, and yeah, despite DJ going down, he was closer to that point. And that's really how Riot won this out.
Great.
And now look at this.
They're coming up here. This is where things can go wrong, though. Genghis Khan has a window already. Rascurant, no bubble. Oh, big fire strike takes out DJ Pickle. That's exactly what you need. This is about to get held very early on. No tanks of any to speak of, but their respawns are going to be fast. It's all on the aggression here. Can they take this space? The wall almost kills the entire team as he gets walled up. Halen's swinging though for free. Teammates are dying. Icy gets a big blizzard, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to counterpin. DJ Pickle's on the ground. Halen goes down to Icy, but the bomb digs out Icy. Mimi's going back and forth. What a scrappy fight, but the spawns are going to favor Riot here, so there is some hope if you're favoring them. Genghis Khan is taking a 1v1 with Mimi. Is he going to win? Is he going to lose? Mimi wins that! Oh my god, what an absolute mad lad. Takes that 1v1 and rolls the enemy Baptiste on the high ground. What a play.
Oh my god. Huge! That's absolutely clutch for 4-3 Riot here, and that is heartbreaking if you're UNew Haven Varsity. That has to like really take a toll on the mental, at least put a little dent in it. You do have that sound barrier going into the next fight to potentially stave off that Graviton from Grant, and you do have the DPS ultimates, so this is really UNew Haven's fight to work with here. You finally have those ultimates built up, now you need to make it work. Oh, what?
Oh my god,
No.
she ate the grab!
No,
There's a mail, there's a shatter! Who needs more than that? You just got rolled by a D.Va! Stop throwing your ultimates into it, please, please. Mimi's begging. Mimi is begging you. Literally putting on a masterclass of Baptiste right now, and they can't do more. They literally can't.
Oh my god.
Oh, my off-tank player on the bench is just mauling right now. Hawkshot can't contain himself.
Oh my god. Ah, man.
Still winnable. Still
Yeah.
winnable if you're Riot.
Definitely winnable for Riot. 2.5 minutes. It could be a lot. It could be not that much. You never know.
The rotation that Haven tends to take is very long, so they could burn that 2.5 minutes really quickly if they're not careful. And it's not that very, like, it's a pretty decent push. Like, they made it all the way around the first corner. Lots of teams get held there, so it's not lost yet. They took a very long time to break through on first last time, so it bodes well for Riot. That said, if you throw away every ultimate you get, it doesn't bode well for anybody.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm still just like, oh my god. You know, it maybe would have been winnable on that last fight for Riot. Like even if they used the beat, you could potentially just melt through it with all those damage you have. Provided, assuming Grant was high charge at that point in time. But then again, I don't really know. Haven had a lot of ultimates to work with. They had both the Blizzard and the Deadeye, I believe, and I believe Haven had a Shatter as well. But that's not a question we're gonna be asking really anymore. So because now it's UNew Haven's attack, and we'll see if they can pull out this second map win and go up 2-0. Or
see, that's already like 20 seconds off the clock just for that rotation, and Hen hasn't gotten any value from this Widow pick yet. They're gonna sit here, they're gonna poke, they're gonna look for the picks, but Hen's not coming up with the goods. You gotta make the goods. DJ Pickles walled off. He's in a bad spot, but Gumbaya is taking a lot of damage. Both lamps are out. Genghis Khan's lamp goes down first, though. A lot of damage being traded back and forth. DJ Pickles' shield is cracked. He goes for the pin, but gets moved away. Ratikirant's just lasering at Halen, and Jay's in your backline. Jay is in your backline. Your Baptiste is gone. Poor Genghis.
Yeah, I think he went on a flank through that hotel room and ended up finding Genghis Khan. And without that BAP, you can't really win that fight. On the plus side, he does have that Matrix to work with. But so does Mimi, and Baritone is ahead in that sound barrier charge. So this is still looking good for 4-3 Riot here, especially with a lot of these ultimates you're building up. You're 30% ahead of your off tank if you're Rasky Grant. You're almost at that Graviton. So yeah, only a minute left. Just cycle these ultimates, and you're looking good if you're Riot.
Don't get it eat. Both windows coming out right now. A lot of damage going back and forth. However, crucially, only one team was forced to use their lamp right there. That is a great play. Now they're rotating through the hell. The great Mail. There is a grab. There's a beat to sustain through the grab, though. The Mail's massive. There's 3 people in it. Jay is not going to make it through this one. Or is he? Can the Hen kill Jay in a backline? DJ Pickles dueling it out with Halen on the front line, and now it's just the cleanup crew. Icy, Baritone, it's the short change for you. Is Icy's going to stall it out as long as they can, but Rasky Grant's on this ball. Don't do it again. Yes, thank God.
Yeah, don't do it again.
I don't want the love of God. Don't do it again.
Yeah. Only 22 seconds though for UNew Haven, so they have to get all the way around this bookstore as well as the next corner
With no
to even
time
take this. Yeah, no time, because it's gonna take time for this cart to get out of that under the clock, the Big Ben. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call it Big Ben for now.
Uncultured.
But that's okay. We're coming up with a lot of ultimates on either side here. How do you see this playing out?
You know, I think Riot, whoever presses Q should be winning this, provided that Blizzard doesn't get eaten.
Oh, that was in the mic a little bit there.
Nope, it doesn't get.
Looks for the eat, doesn't get it. The bomb is out. The wall is stopping it though. Oh, but he catches Jay! Jay's in the high noon. He loses that. The Shatter's a 3-man! What a big play! DJ Pickles on the ground. Returns with a 2-man of his own, but the Meg's about to get an ultimate here. They're all so low. The window fades. What a pin from DJ Pickle, but G-Cons gets the frag. There's the Mail that we're talking about. The beat comes out, but it's a risky beat. The window's right there. There's going to be a frag coming out of it. There's another grab and another window. Great Maywall to block it off, though. No value out of that window right away. Baritone goes down in the back line. Rasky Grant giving his life for it in the front line, and Mimi looking to get staggered right now. That is not what you want. This cart's rolling. You can't die.
Yeah, I don't know about that grab from Grant. You were already down a few. There were like 4 people at least from UNew Haven on that point. And now look at this. They're sitting comfortable right now. They have the sound barrier, and they pick off DJ, and no one is able to touch. So that's UNew Haven Varsity. Oh, admittedly, some pretty close maps so far, but they've gone up 2-0 in this series. And overall, despite that map being close, I just think UNew Haven just looked so much better throughout the whole thing, really.
Absolutely, I'm inclined to agree. And it's hard to really put Riot on a pedestal like we kind of wanted to right off the bat with our 4-3 Brotherhood when they keep throwing ultimates into DM.
Yeah, that was 4 ultimates thrown into the matrix.
At least 4 ultimates thrown into the Matrix.
Very bad
Good
look from Riot,
God.
and great on Gumba for keeping track of those ultimates and really just acting on them. So yeah, big plays coming out from Gumba as well as the rest of UNew Haven Varsity. And now they're up 2-0 in this series. We're gonna be going into an escort map after this one. We'll see what Riot picks here. What do you think we'll see from them?
I don't know what Ryan's gonna pick here. If we watched Busan, we would have said a brawl map, but now they just lost the ultimate brawl map of all time. If I'm Riot here, you're looking at the escort maps, you have to go to your comfortest of comfort maps. You have to push it another map. You know, you take the next map, it is absolutely reverse sweepable because now their mentality is shook. But right now, Varsity is a Mack truck, and they are running over Riot.
Yeah, absolutely. And given that last map, Varsity has a lot of momentum going into the third one. We'll see if Riot will be able to stave them off. We're gonna go into a short intermission, and we will see you on the other side of that with map number 3.
Welcome, everybody, and we're coming up to a third match in our first game of the playoffs. It is 8th seed versus 7th seed right now, and Varsity is looking really good. They look like they deserve that 7th seed right now to Riot's 8th, as they are up 2-0 against Riot right now. Hawkshot, how you vibing, dude?
Yeah, so we're gonna be going into Havana, Riot's map pick once again. Yeah. So yeah, Riot's map pick once again. We're gonna go into Havana. And Sweetbread is gonna come back in for Mimi, who has been in for the last 2 maps. What do you think of this? Hold up.
I think it's.
Wait,
I think
hold
Riot's
up.
gonna show us something we haven't seen before. I think we're gonna see something interesting coming out here, and I want to know what kind of comps do you expect to see, Hawkshot?
Yeah, I think we could see a lot of like something different, you know, that poke style, maybe double shield even. I think they ran it last time Riot ran it last time they played Havana. So looks like we got some technical difficulties on the side of Suspect here. So he'll be back hopefully. So yeah.
Absolutely, I'm inclined to agree. I think there's definitely a lot of ways this match could go.
For sure.
Give it there. This is definitely a poke-orientated map or a brawl-orientated map. And if they take it to brawl, I'm going to be a little disappointed because they just lost on the ultimate brawl map of all time. But
Oh
if they played it,
no.
okay, dude, it's winnable. It's winnable. Sweetbread, crazy Baptiste player. We know it'll be interesting to see what he brings to the table versus what Mimi had. But Jay's flippy floppy right now. Could we see Symmetra in my game?
Maybe the Mei Sim could be good, as long as the team just plays super compact and close together, and you can utilize those teleporters for that mobility, which could really bring something unique to the to that team as a whole.
Absolutely, and of course it would be a great way to burn through that Diva mech.
Yeah, for sure.
The mech no eats. Let's go. I don't think we'll see the Torb Bastion. If we do, I'll be impressed.
no.
I'll see the Bastion's coming out, dude. Icy is on Bastion right now. Is
Yep.
Prism in my video game, dude? Is that just what Icy is now? Farah and May and now Bastion, dude. And he's done it. He's on the off angle with the Bastion, burning at the side of Varsity. The lamps go down to either side. Icy's not looking very healthy. The Diva just one taps him. Oh my goodness, I would not want to be a Bastion in that kind of moment. Halen takes a lot of damage. DJ Pickle's going for the pin back to his team, but they are down 1 right now as Icy's in the respawn room.
Yeah, he did build a pathway to that ultimate, but you still gotta break the spawn hold if you're Riot, and so they're sort of having a hard time. That is a start though. That pick on the G-Coms from Brent, that's exactly what Riot needs, and there they go. They just steamroll right through the rest of UNew Haven, and they're gonna start to push this cart through.
Absolutely, the Hen gets out with his life. He's going back to spawn really quick here, and Jay's looking to capitalize, but an interesting pick from Icy. Finally managed to get value in the end as G-Cons went down, but I don't know if I liked it off the bat. Not exactly a play I'd want in my video games. But Bastion seems to be an interesting strategy. Over to the main now, we see the full mirror, except for that Zarya versus Diva.
Yeah, I mean, the Bastion could be like a good distraction. I mean, I think he played it well going on that different angle to provide that distraction, forcing someone to turn over. And yeah, now they've broken through it. Now the ultimates are going to come out from Riot.
Yo, Jay is not in a very healthy position here, and the freeze finally comes out onto GJ Pickle. He's not looking good either. Both windows are gone. There's a beat into the grab to sustain them through it. Megalodon's about to have this. Both teams are shattered! It's a massive shatter at the same time! The bomb for the clutch! The mail, perhaps unnecessary, but I will respect it as the High Noon also came out. That's 5 Qs. Oh no, the bomb shatter was massive. Baritone did manage to use his ultimate though, so it's a bunch of Qs from either side here, and we're going window versus mail now, I suppose.
Yeah, Icy will need to build that mail. He'll definitely get it by just poking a bit, or maybe even in the mid fight. But Genghis Khan has this matrix. Bit risky running it down main if you're Riot here, and that's why you're out in the open and you get picked.
Great play from the Meg, finding Jay's head and putting him to rest, putting him on ice. Icy's getting close though, as we speak about it. The Ice Demon is getting closer to the Maelt.
Yep, that Blizzard could be a huge opening for Riot here. Nothing to stop it on the side of UNew Haven Varsity. So this could be big for Riot, provided this Blizzard doesn't get eaten. That Matrix is down now. There's the Ice Wall.
No Ice Wall to provide, no Ice Walls for either team. Now the Fire Strikes are getting traded. Rescue not looking very healthy right now, but there is space on this card being taken. The Flashman thing doesn't find anything. The window is in a vicarious position here, but the D.Va's just going to eat it. Eat the Fire Strike, not the same kind of value that they needed. And Megalodon has another mailed already? He's officially left Icy. That's insane. How does he get that much value? Genghis Khan's about to have a window of his own. Icy's mailed is in, finds one, but the Hen's already traded out on a buried tone. Sweetbread finds the Meg. That's what you need here. That's the kind of picks we need. Oh, the Hen goes for the high noon play. Gets one, gets two. Can he finish the rest? A solo play? Is this man the new Passant? The Hen takes out 3 all on his own in an already lost fight, and Bang Yum is just gonna stall it out for a little bit.
Yeah, that was a little bit scary for Riot. Hen found, like, what, 3 picks there? 1 with the Deadeye, then just 2 more onto some unsuspecting members of 4-3 Riot. A little bit scary, but they do manage to get that cap through. A little under 3 minutes left here. Good high ground position that UNew Haven Varsity will be able to hold here. It is tough to break this for sure, especially with that Matrix that Genghis Khan has.
Great mail. The Meg wants to engage, but the team's not there. They trade 1 for 1. Halen, however, pins in. He's there, but he's just a little late. The Meg gives his life, but he is going to win this fight overall, I think. As oh, and they do manage to sustain. The D.Va lives through that pin. And Sweetbright is going to assert a little dominance here. Genghis Khan is going to assert dominance, my bad, over Sweetbright. Genghis Khan with a 3K there. What a crazy bat player.
Yeah, Genghis Khan has really done a lot for the team on the BAP throughout the season. And here we're seeing it again. He didn't even need to use that Matrix throughout that last fight, so this is good for them. Ultimate's pretty even on both sides, so we'll just need to see who executes this fight better in terms of their ultimate usage.
Exact same build time for the Meg versus Icy right now. That's what you like to see. And Halen is going to have the Shatter coming up into DJ Pickle. Last time it was a lot more evenly sided, but the first time it went through, it was an absolute MTD. The Hen picks up Baritone though through that window. That's exactly what you need to see early on here. Great plays. They're looking to just swing in and put absolute damage in on this team. Great bubbles coming out from both sides. There's the High Noon. Gonna find Jay in the end. Not a lot of people looking very healthy. The pin eats DJ Pickle alive. That Ryan mech is weird. It looks like the pin missed and then hit. I'd feel bad. Halen cleaning up though this fight. And there's a 6-pack of ults right now if you're at Riot, so I'm not feeling too bad. With a minute left though, definitely holdable.
Yeah, Riot hasn't been able to use any of these ultimates at all. They have built up the rest of the ultimates that they need to build up, but you haven't been able to use the ones that you already had in the first place because Genghis Khan placed that window on the high ground so early, and they still have 4 ultimates left to work with here. Now Riot takes initiative here. Breaks that shield. Down.
Free shadow for DJ Pickle if he gets in position right now, but he doesn't use it. The Shatter doesn't find anything right now, but a big freeze. The grab's not quite getting the value it needed to. But a huge Shatter from DJ Pickle's not going to be enough. Icy, Rasky Grant, and Jay are the only ones left alive. Jay's going to get 1, but Rasky Grant's not looking very healthy right now.
Yeah, that was...
Jay's got 2 now, though. Jay's in your back line. He needs to be dealt with. Halen finally gets the Fire Strike there. 16 seconds left. Icy has his nailed. What's the play?
I think you just need to really find an opening here. Like, I don't know. It's going to be hard with Genghis Khan. He has another Matrix coming up here. Icy finally able to use that mail, but DJ goes down, so does Baritone, and now there's no Immortality Field. Halen does go down. There's a start now for 4-3 Riot, but I don't know if it's going to be enough here.
Rasky ran getting very low, so is Sweetbread. The whole team is 1 HP, and Genghis Khan is there for the cleanup. He takes out Jay. Genghis Khan takes the Sweetbread. Megalodon gets 2. Rasky and Icy are gone. Is this tick going to go down? Oh, the contest is there. DJ Pickle, though, quickly stunned up, looking not very healthy. The Baritone is going down as well. Overtime ticks away, and nobody gets the 3 contest.
It really felt like throughout that second point, Riot just didn't really look like they had a plan going into the fights that they went into. They had like 6 ultimates at one point, or like 5 or 6. Used all of them, then was left with nothing. Maybe like 1 or 2 picks at best, maybe. But UNew Haven was able to just stave them off, just shrug them off like they were nothing, because of how they were used.
Absolutely,
And
what
that's
a
rough.
monster. Varsity
Yeah.
is playing this so well right now, taking the engages, using their ults proactively, and just forward thinking. Jay has not been popping off as much in the backline as he did on Kings Row. I think they've kind of like isolated him and realized he's a target to worry about. Now we see a brawl on either side. However, the Megalodon is on the far Mercy. An interesting idea of how to counter this. I don't know if they see Jay on this Ash pick coming out though.
Yeah, we'll see if we sticks with it or if they're just doing a little trolling. They are on the defense though, so yeah, looks like Jay will be playing this Ashe. So provided he gets into a good position, he could definitely at least pressure off that Pharmacy from doing damage to the rest of the team. We'll see how it plays off or how it plays out. The rest of 4-3 Riot gonna go for that close hold.
Yeah, I think they know too. I think they anticipate the close hold coming, and Halen and Gumbayum is ready for it. The Far Mercy's in the air. Hen is on this Ashe to contest Jay, and then it's just a 3v5 on the point. I don't know if I like those odds, but if they don't aggress this, if DJ Pickle just plays it slow like they look to be, because the Far Mercy's above them, if they play slow, they're going to lose. The wall comes out, but no follow-up. DJ Pickle doesn't get it fast enough. The pin isn't there in time. The mech goes down. Gumbayum is perhaps a little too aggressively positioned. Halen goes down as well. That's what I'm talking about. They had to play quickly into the team, and then they fall over. If they give time to this Far Mercy, the Far Mercy will do what Far Mercies do and just roll them.
Yeah, and Gumbayum at the beginning of that fight, I think tried to get onto the high ground that Jay was on, but missed. Fired a bunch of rockets into the backline, and he couldn't even get out in time. They just got demech before they could really get any value, or before they could even escape. So that's really rough for UNew.
Absolutely. A lot of damage going back and forth. An early window from Sweetbread, but the Megalodon with the 3K! Icy picks him off in the end, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Icy gets 2. Actually, as I say that, Jay's got 1 as well. Jay is popping off as long as Icy. This DPS line is determined to carry, but there's just a Rhine Shield walking at them. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, son?
Yeah, as long as Jay and Icy can stay back and just stay alive here, then then they can get into a good position for a good recontest. You have that Bob, that 7th ban that you can throw in at any point here. There it is, right onto the point.
Great play. The wall is going to come off to split some of the supports off from the tanks. Jay is going to take out G-Con, so that Far Mercy's in a vicarious situation now. Great beat to just walk on the enemy team, but you have to walk. The Meg's just getting free value in your backline because you're wasting your time, and Jay finally finds the Meg though. That's the kind of pick you needed. Now is the time to go to the full brawl. Get off the Far Mercy. It worked for a while. Now it's time for that Mei. We have the Valkyrie, so I understand staying on it for that, but we're coming into it, and it's duel of the main tanks. What do you see happening here, Hawk?
I think G-Cons builds up that Valk. Valk's the team in for that extra damage boost and healing. Shatter's ready for both teams here, so whoever gets the better Shatter will chances are win out that fight.
Absolutely. And now they're looking for it. The Fire Strike gets Icy very low, but more than enough HP to sustain. He's looking for the Shatter. Halen absolutely telegraphing a little bit. The shield's almost grew open. No more shield. Shatter time! 4 on the ground. No, that's a 3-man solid lead. Genghis Khan pops up. DJ Pickle in the animation. The Shatter gets countered. What a play from Genghis Khan, who's been absolutely making waves ever since Mimi got removed from the game. Kind of like living off that 1v1 loss. Not feeling too good. The Hen's popping off though. Halen 2 in the front line. Gumbayum is taking out Jay. And Ice is just going to stall point for as long as they can.
Yeah, not going to be enough though. Riot, I assume they cannot recontest, or at least I know it. Yeah, they cannot recontest. They just need to set up for a good defense here, but it's going to be rough.
Bob. Another Bob though to help with that.
Yeah, that could definitely be the difference maker here. But all UNew needs to do is round this one corner, and they've got the series in the bag. They'll need to really pull off one hell of a defense, make up some magic, and really make this work here. Because this is rough right now for 4-3 Riot.
Absolutely. And there's an early graph perfectly placed to not get it eaten. Great mail, using it aggressively from both sides here, but it looks like they're grabbing a mail. It's going to win out in the end. Jay is just going to pop off a little bit, take out a couple. Halen's going to go down as well. Still 2 minutes on the clock, though. These staggers are invaluable. The Hen takes out Icy. That's a long walk back from spawn. And we do have a pause. So perhaps some disconnection issues here or there. I'm not sure exactly what's going on as the Megalodon has just gone down to Jay, burning him alive. We will have to take a second. It looks like Sweetbread is disconnected. What is the play here? If you are either team, Hawkshaw, give it to me. What's the plan?
I think going into this next fight, if you're 4-1-3 Riot, you need to bob early, or at least in the mid fight. Bob in the mid fight, get that extra man on the field, and to contest that point. Use this shatter that DJ has, before Halen can build his. But on the side of UNew Haven, they have that Matrix, and Gcons built up another Valk. They stayed on the Mercy throughout that first point. So this could be good, provided they use this Valk properly. What do you think?
I think a lot of it will come down to the alt charge right now, but in the situation that Riot is right now, they definitely have the tools required to win this out if they rotate all the abilities correctly. Sweetbread looks to have rejoined the game, which is a good sign. If they use maybe like Bob to open up a window for DJ Pickle to use a shatter and then win the fight off that, and then the next fight, they beat engage maybe and play it really smartly. I don't remember what Sweetbread's alt charge was. I believe
I
he
don't think
should
it was that
retain it.
much.
Um,
Oh
and
no,
then-
it was about halfway, I think.
right. So in
To the
that
Matrix.
right, maybe so you beat maybe you window engage, and then once you get some resources out, you beat in, you go aggressive, you get a couple kills off that. By that time, you have another grab freeze, and the fight's in last fight territory, right? So the alt rotation is totally doable from Riot right now. Whereas like there's no super combo, there's no insta win from Haven right now. So Riot's it looks like we're going back into this. It's battle of the abilities, the CCs, and the brain versus battle of the ultimates right now, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes as we unpause.
Another combo that I really didn't take note of is one that's harder to execute, but maybe the window fire strike that UNew Haven could utilize. We haven't seen it yet, I don't think, or at least not that many times. But if UNew Haven are to, yeah, if UNew Haven were to execute
fight here, because they know the Sweetbread and Icy are coming back from spawn, so they're taking this aggressively right now. They're pushing the cart. A great window early. The huge shatter lays out 3. That's what you needed. The Bob needs to contest. The shatter needs to be big. That's exactly the keys to win right now. Another fire strike through the window gets everyone very low, and Halen's got this shatter. This could be game over time as the Hen puts it up, but the shatter gets blocked by his own Maywell. The Megalodon has ruined the shatter plays. Halen is not perfect on the shatters today. Gcons gets the res on the Hen, but Baryton's fragging right now. There's a big bomb. Gonna catch out absolutely nobody, though. Great May play, countering Halen's aggression, keeping him in a tiny little box, and they're stalling this out perfectly. Jay goes down, though. Icy's stalling at the point. Immortality field has been forced. He's got this May out, though. What a quick build. Raspy Grant gets Genghis. Halen's frozen up. Icy takes out the Meg. Baryton goes down, maybe a little bit too aggressively positioned. Halen's at 9 HP, though. What a kill. Melee that man. No, it looks like they're going to get out. A couple people live through that. There's going to be a lot of alt charge. Genghis Khan, Gcons both going to have their ultimates now, but now you have the grab and the Matrix. So if you can just, wait out, the Diva Matrix, you grab, it's big, it's a 6-man. You window fire strike through it. It's huge, absolute value. Great window off the bat. You have to be careful because they're going to walk it in, though. Baryton takes out the Hen. What? Where does that play come out? Rasky Grant gets one as well. Huge, but the bigger freeze. Oh my god, but a great freeze. Oh, it's going so back and forth. I don't know how to call it. There's the bomb. Gonna stall out for a long time. Jay is absolutely playing out of his mind right now, dedicated to this win. Icy's gonna stall it out now. Great play either side right now. Jay's gonna go down though. There's nobody left. What a great game.
Yeah. Despite the scoreline saying a 3-0 for UNew Haven Varsity, those were some pretty close maps, but it was always UNew Haven just always having the upper edge. I feel like they were just having better fight plans, overall better coordination and team play. And look at that, that's huge. The bomb shatter, absolutely massive. That was one of many great things that we saw from UNew Haven Varsity today, and I think they definitely deserve this win.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think UNew Haven Varsity played magnificently, and I think a lot of that is in part to A, the new pickups, and B, Halen on this tank line, providing that steady main tank who absolutely, I think, got the better of DJ Pickle today.
Yeah, for sure. Again, Halen, not someone we've seen on the Reinhardt. I don't think at all. Up until today, and they made it work. Yeah, Halen on the Rhine. With Gumba on the Diva and the Zarya as well. Just overall in the off tank role, they just played that so well. Really helped enable Halen to really do what Varsity needed to do, and they just led their team to the win there. The Hen as well, I think, um came up as a ringer, I think, and ended up coming up huge as well. And Genghis Khan, Megalodon, G-Cons, everyone on New Haven Varsity really just played so well today.
Absolutely. I think lots of people played really, really well today. G-Cons, of course, a great ringer on support. Genghis Khan, though, the Megalodon. Megalodon versus Icy was a constant duel we saw back and forth, back and forth. But I think you're totally right. I think the real linchpin of Varsity today was just a superior tank line on today. And of course, today is the day it matters. It's the play-ins. First round of the play-ins as they've won. If you're tuning in now, Varsity just got the 3-0 over Riot. But we do need to pick our MVP. Hawkshaw, where are you leaning right now?
I'm either gonna say Gumba or Genghis Khan. What do
Well,
you
seeing
think?
as Genghis Khan kind of got rolled in the 1v1 against Mimi, I am much more entitled to give it to Gumbayum. I've got to say it's a close one, but I saw that. I saw it. Mimi was not full health when she took that duel. she took that one. And Gumbayum's the eats were just so invaluable all game long. Right, Kings Row could have gone either way, absolutely. But I think in the end it was just that the amount of ults that got eaten. Like, we need to count on that. I need someone in the chat to tell me just how many ultimates got counted, because that was crazy.
Yeah, that was like 4 on Kings Row.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're
Oh
in a
my god.
It's Gumbayum for the MVP. Let's get them up here. Let's see what they have to say. What an absolute mad lad. Just playing out of their mind this game. And I cannot wait to see, what the mindset was. First time really playing with another team. Gumbayum, I need answers. Where did that come?
Oh,
Yo, dude. Welcome.
thank you.
Fantastic play today. Very exciting play. You nommed ultimates. That's all I gotta say. You just nom. So,
Yeah, I think I ate 5 on King's Row.
yeah, I need an official count. I need an official count now, because that's
I'm gonna go back, rewatch, and count.
I'm gonna go back like 100 times. This is a great game.
Yeah.
What was your mindset coming into this match, Gumbaya?
I mean, my first game playing with the team, so I was like really excited, looking forward to it. We only had I only scrimmed with them once beforehand, but I really enjoyed the vibe and just felt like we would be able to play well, and we did.
Absolutely, absolutely. No scrim experience. I would like the lobby to catch that. He just came in here and might as well have been a ringer and just rolled. Absolute mad lad coming out with the backpack for his team. Is there anything you'd like to say to 413 Riot?
It was a great game. I mean, it was a close game. All 3 of us were really close. It might have been a 3-0, but they were all still close games. It was a good game all around.
The modest backpack. Hawkshaw, do you have anything you'd like to ask of our MVP?
So yeah, this is your first game with UNew Varsity. How have you been finding your role throughout that one scrim you had earlier, and as well as in this game? How have you been finding your role, and how do you think you're gonna take that further into the play-ins?
We were just having me play different characters, Sigma, Zarya, Diva. We thought my Sigma would be the best, even though I didn't really play it that much, because it's funny because on the first map we saw, and I was like, I should have ate the Blizzard. I haven't really been eating much. I need to work on that. And then the next map I ate 5. So I mean, I don't know what happened there, but and also playing Winston on Busan was pretty fun as an off tank player. So
Nice.
Okay. We got a little monkey in our off tank rotation. I'll take it. I like it. I appreciate it. And I thought it was really good overall. Absolutely mad lad plays all out. And now I've got to know, what are your thoughts coming into the next game against Ascents? Because of course you play them tomorrow. No rest for the wicked.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might be a bonus for us coming off this win. Just snowball it into the next one and just keep it going from there. I think we'll be able to do it.
Okay. Absolutely. Now, how exactly, how familiar are you? I know you're kind of new here, but how familiar are you with some of the teams in this league? Have you been watching the whole way through?
No, not at all. So I don't really know anything.
Not at all. He has no idea what he's walking into. This man just walked into a black room and started beating the crap out of people. Nobody knew what was going on. Absolute mad lad. Thank you so much for coming on here and playing. And Hawkshaw, if you don't have anything else, I think we'll send you back to your team.
I think that's it. Other than great game today, and yeah, good luck tomorrow. You guys play Ascent, and that's gonna be a good one. Again, good luck, have fun. We're gonna send you back to your team. Well deserved win today.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Now that's our MVP interview. Now coming up tomorrow, we kind of hinted at it in our interview. Tomorrow, Ascent versus UNew Haven Varsity. What are your thoughts on that, Hawkshot? Just quickly before we leave our viewers.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Ascent won that won the last time they met each other in map 5, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, it was definitely a close game last time they played each other, but I've got to say, this is not the same UNew Haven. Like, last time we saw UNew Haven, it was a totally different kind of team.
Yeah, Ascent won the last time they saw each other 3-2. So yeah, very close game, and we'll see how those two teams have learned from those last couple games and how they're gonna carry it into tomorrow. Because like we said, UNew Haven Varsity, not really any rest going into excuse me, the next days up until yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. I know exactly what you mean, Hawkshot. We have no idea what's coming tomorrow, but I hope that UNew Haven can snowball into the next game. And I feel bad for Riot. You know, GG's, you played a good game, but now we're on to the next one. It is exactly how these playoffs are going to be. It's rapid style. Bam, 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 bam. If you lose one, you're out to the curb. We hit the next one at full speed, running our heads into that brick wall, hoping to smash through it in true New Haven Varsity style. If you're coming out just now and you just missed the match, go back and watch it because it was an absolutely fantastic match. Follow us for our next one. It'll be tomorrow, 8 p.m. EST. Give us that sub if you're appreciating the quality of the production, guys. Like, we are working here for you guys to bring you guys this content on a maximum level of amazingness. I have been 413 Suspect. Joining me is 413 Hawkshot. Thank you so much for this cast, and thank you for coming out and appreciating this. It'll be 413 Suspects signing off.
Yep, we'll see y'all tomorrow for a great match. Yeah, thank you guys once again. We'll see you tomorrow.